Okay, welcome to the deck profile. Oh, shoot. So you're going to see a wire because I'm testing out a new recording position. So to test it, I thought I'll do a Cosmo deck profile because I've had Cosmo for a little while, and it's a fun deck. Don't mind the playmat, to be honest. With all of I have a fair few playmats now, so with each deck list, I'm probably going to change playmat. Today, I decided to show you the wonders of Bimpson, who died for our sins. Right, with that being said, let's get into this. Right, so first we're going to go into the pilots. So the pilots, because how Cosmo works is you have your pilots, you have your ships, you banish your pilots to special summon your ships, and it's a fun deck. So for our pilots, the first one is going to be a triple tin can. You're running tin can at 3, because let's be fair, Tin Can's probably one of the better ship pilots, because Tin Can is the one where you can just banish. You can show your opponent 3 at the end phase. Your opponent picks one out of the 3 randomly. That one gets added to your hand. The other 2 get sent to grave, thus filling your graveyard for later effects. Meanwhile, giving you a Cosmo ship for definite that you can banish Tin Can for. So if you get Tin Can during the end phase and it doesn't get negated, you're guaranteed to have a ship for next turn, which is really good. So you always want to run 3 of that. Next, we're going to be running, 3 copies of Farmgo. Now, this is yet another really good pilot, because this is the pilot that you normally summon off of a particular spell that we'll be going over later. But this is a pilot that literally allows you to search your deck for any Cosmo card. You can basically, if you do battle damage with Farm Girl, you can take 500 damage by choice. It's not you're not guaranteed to take it. And if you take the 500, you can search your card for search your deck for any Cosmo card, which again, like Tin Can, gives you really good access to ships or like a pilot or even the trap. So Farm Girl at 3 is really good. Next, we're going in the 2 odds. We've got Dark Lady at 2. Dark Lady is a very good card, but I don't see me ever running more than 2. Basically, she's a mix between a pilot and a ship. She is level 5, so she needs a tribute summon if you're trying to just normal summon her. So that's why I say she's a mix. She's basically just a pilot, but you could argue she's a ship because you have to banish a Cosmo to bring her out 9 times out of 10. But she's a very good pilot in the sense of her effect is if your opponent activates a monster effect while she's on board, not once per turn, you can take 1,000 life points and just negate any monster effect. It's an omni monster negate for literally 1,000, which ain't bad. Next, we're going into Good Witch at 2, mostly just because she's a level 4. Basically, what you tend to do is you tend to go into Farm Girl do damage. Farm Girl either, if you've got a ship in hand already, you search your Good Witch, you banish her, go into Good Witch attack, and then you banish her Good Witch to go into the actual ship. Just does like an extra 1,800 damage during the battle phase, which is really nice. But other than that, no. Although to be fair, you don't even search her for that anymore. Dark Lady is probably one of the better ones to search for that. Although you do kind of want to keep Dark Lady on the board to negate. So yeah. And then 2 Strawman, because you need a fair few pilots. I was tempted to make it 1 Strawman and 3 Good Witch, but Strawman does have quite a nice banish effect. Does have quite a nice effect before it banishes itself, which is I think it's like 500 life points to special summon a banished Cosmo, which is really nice. So you can really just screw over your opponent with these. So that's the pilots I'm running. Let's go into the ships. So for the ships, I'm playing 3 Dart Destroyer. I mean, that one I would think is self-explanatory. Basically, with 3 Dart Destroyer, you're basically saying to your opponent, hey, I want to pop your back row. There's a reason this guy, not back row, your monsters. There's a reason this guy was, I think he was banned for a little while and then limited. But basically Dart Destroyer is the one that you summon most of the time. It's the level 8. It's got 3k attack. It has the effect of special summon from deck a level lower than him, and it also has the effect of it's just really nice because you're able to do that. Also, if you haven't noticed, it's the new gold rare. I'm quite happy with that. Most of this deck is in gold rare, which gold rare being one of my favorite rarities is a massive fucking plus for me. This and Burning Abyss. So yeah, this card is a free of because obviously those reasons. So I'm going to set that there. Next, we're going into the next free of ship, which is our Dark Eclipser. You're running triple Dark Eclipser for the sheer effect of it's your trap negate, which can be set up via the tin can. And it has the same stats as Dark Destroyer, except it's got more defense, but you'd never really put these in defense, they're always in attack. The only downside is, unlike Dark Destroyer, you don't special summon from deck, you add to hand from deck, which isn't that bad because you can still search like a tin can for next turn, or you can search like a farm girl or something for next turn when it gets destroyed. So that's not too bad. That's why you run it at 3 still, because it's always good to have the 3 negates for traps. Especially with the current like meta climate at the moment, we're running into stuff like Autogeist and tidying from like Dragon Link and whatnot, so it's good to have that. Next we have triple Cosmo, Slip Rider. You're running Slip Rider at 3 because the same reason I've just stated for Eclipser. There's a lot of back row decks at the moment. This will pop any back row. It's really good. Plus it's a level 5 light, which makes it really good for a play later. Next we have a single Forerunner. This is more again for the level climbing. So what you'd do is you'd go into Dark Destroyer. If Dark Destroyer gets destroyed, you'd go into Forerunner. And if Forerunner gets destroyed, you can go into Slip Rider or Dark Lady. So it's more for that reason. The gaining life points effect ain't bad, but it's mostly so you can have a level 7 for its effect. So that's basically it. So that's it for the ships and the pilots. Next we're going to go into the generic monsters. There's only 2 sets, which is a playset of Galaxy Soldier. This is why Slip Rider being a light level 5 machine is quite nice. Because with Galaxy Soldier and that, you can go into Infinity, which an extra negate is never hated. So we do run 3 of this, partially because you always want to see it, because a lot of your monsters are light type in this deck. So yeah, Galaxy Soldier is really good in this deck. So you do run 3 Galaxy Soldier, and then the last 3 of is Dimension Shifter. Because again, you never really have a graveyard. So Dimension Shifter is 9 times out of 10 live. Obviously, when it's first used, after that, it's not live. But yeah, Dimension Shifter is 9 times out of 10 live. You don't care about your banish pile. It's more your opponent cares about their banish pile. So Dimension Shifter is a really good just fuck over your opponent kind of card, because like it kills Dragon Link to some extent, because Pisty and that won't be able to play off. It kills off other decks like Tri Brigade. Tri Brigade hate this card, so Bird Up dies fairly quickly. So that's the non-engine cards. Next, we'll go into the generic spells. We're going to go with our Reasoning and our E-Telly. Reasoning, because they're all different levels, it's good to have the Reasoning, so if they declare the wrong level, boom, you've got a pilot or you've got a ship quite quickly. So that's quite good. The best number they can declare against this is level 5, because then it stops Galaxy Soldier and Slip Rider. But that's it. And even then, there's a good chance you'll get something like a tin can or a fucking like farm girl or something. So Reasoning's really good in this deck. And same with E-Telly. E-Telly basically says, hey, do you want farm girl? Hey, do you want tin can? And because it doesn't negate effects, it just stops you from attacking with it, if I remember correctly. Actually, does it even stop that? No, it just says special summon it, but banish it during the end phase. Which, again, you don't care about your banish pile. So Emergency Teleport is really good in this deck. If it was at 3, you'd be running it as 3. Same with Reasoning. They're both really good cards for the deck. And then we're running Triple Pot of Extravagance, because this is more of a main deck engine deck. You do run the triple Nova and triple Infinity for that combo, so you're less likely to banish it off the Extravs, but they're the only cards that you care about in your extra deck, really. So Extrav is really good for that reason. So yeah, you run triple Extrav. That might be the most expensive card in this entire deck, just for the sheer fact of, well, I got them when they were 20 quid, they're now like 40 to 50, so if you haven't already got a playset, you're going to have to pay money for this deck. And then next we have our triple Cosmo Town mixed with the Terraforming to search it. So Cosmo Town is basically one of the main reasons you don't care about your banish pile. So Cosmo Town allows you to clear up a bricky hand where you've got all ships instead of just pilots and ships. Because even if you just got pilots, as long as one of them's a tin can, you don't really care about that hand because that hand's really good still. So Cosmo Town helps you refresh your hand until you get a decent hand. And also, if you have a banish, you can just basically go, lol, that tin can is back in my hand now. I'm going to play it again. I'll fucking do it again. So yeah, that's why you run that, and then obviously the terraforming to search it. So that's it for the spells. And then, as you could probably tell by any stretch of the imagination, because it's a Cosmo deck, you only run the triple Cosmojo traps. Cosmojo at 3. It's searchable off Farm Girl. It's probably your best trap. I'm pretty sure I had a reprint sometime recently, but I don't care about the reprint because it's the same with Tin Can and Dark Lady. I already had the Tin Cans, already had Dark Ladies, already had the Cosmojo, so I think I'll just keep those ones because they're more expensive anyway. So yeah, Cosmojo is probably the best trap because it's lol, I set off my Dark Destroyer's banish effect. Also, you lose whatever's in on field or in grave. That is essential for your fucking playstyle. So I can activate that and banish, say, I don't know, the fucking LP that summons on board. So it's not bad. Next we're going to go into the extra. As I said, you don't really care about the extra, so I'm going to go over this quickly. 1 Pleiades in case you banish all 3 of your Novas. Triple Nova, Triple Infinity. 1 Link Rebo for your Tin Can. 1 Relinquished Anima, same reason, and that's less expected. Beat Cop, Phoenix, and Unicorn. Just generic links to clear a board if you got given a token, say. Then you have your Borreload, Borrelsword, and Appaloosa because they're just the generic links that you normally go into. That's basically it. That's basically your extra deck. The only ones that you will go into the majority of the time is your Infinity and Novas. But there is a chance you'll go into your Pleiades if given the reason to. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This was a deck profile of my Cosmos. It's not the greatest profile, and it's definitely not the most budget due to Extrav, but I would say it's a very fun build. At least for the player. For the person going against it, it's a little less fun. I've got a deck profile I want to do. I'm still waiting on, let's think. Yeah, literally only 1 card. As soon as 1 card turns up, I'll do the deck profile on that because I'm itching to get that profile out. Also, my next upload will most likely be an updated Unchained deck profile because I kind of want to get that done too. Depends if the card that I want for the next deck profile turns up yet, because if it does, I'll do a deck profile on that. If not, I'll probably do an updated Unchained later today or tomorrow. And same with Phantom Knights. I've got an updated pure Phantom Knight build, which I think is kind of fun. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.